Hi friends, I am Ashwini Kumble. With my friends Reggie and Sindhu, I have developed an Android GPS application. It's a really cool application that provides a lot of features that most of the GPS applications do not provide. Some of the salient features that our application provides are apart from routing, it also provides safety levels of the route, and important is it gives predictions of buses and metro routes. Our application is named TravelSafe, and I'll take you over through the application now. Here is my Android phone. I'm switching it on, unlocking it, and the train icon, the metro train icon that you see here is the icon of our application. And since our application is mostly targeted for metro users, and since safety is a major concern for metro users, we have named our application TravelSafe, and the icon is also the metro train icon. I'm going to click it now, and the application is going to launch. Okay, here comes the main page of our application. The way we have designed this application is like we have maintained all the conventions that any GPS system usually provides, because we don't want the users of this application to think too much while using this. So this is the main screen that you see when the application is launched, and here you see the Google Maps view. I have used the Google Maps API to show this view, and when I touch the map, I get the zoom in and zoom out controls, which disappear quickly if you don't use it. So I can zoom out, I can zoom in, and I can pan left, pan right, and pan up, down. It's really cool that Google Map APIs are very easily usable in the code, and it's really easy to implement them in Androids actually. And in the upper part of the user interface, you see some text boxes. The from text box is where the user enters the from address, and to is where he enters the to address. And there is an option to also swap the from and to addresses using this button. And below them, you see two buttons actually, the drive and the walk buttons, and a spinner. I'll just show you this, yes, for choosing the priority of public transport routes. I'll explain it to you shortly. For now, let's enter a from address. What do I enter? Okay, let me enter Holocaust Memorial in Washington, D.C. And this is a really cool feature that Android provides. It provides options for auto-completing the text. As you see here, Android is suggesting me what to choose. Okay, I choose Holocaust Memorial. And the user also need not use any commas or anything to separate words in the address. Space is also very well recognized as a word separator. Okay, Washington, I see Washington here. Washington, D.C., okay. Okay. Now, the to address, I can put the to address as the Judiciary Square, again in Washington, D.C. Yeah, I forgot to mention that we have implemented this application only for the DC metro area for now, but we can always scale up this application to be used in other areas of United States as well. So Judiciary Square. Okay, I see that here. Washington, D.C. So since it's not very convenient to type on the touchscreen phones, usually any phone with a touchscreen offers very good auto-completion features. I'm trying to move to the Judiciary Square actually. Okay, I have now entered Holocaust Memorial, Washington DC as the from address and Judiciary Square, Washington DC as the to address. Of course, Washington DC is hidden in the text box. It's not visible there. Now, if I click on the drive button, it shows the route to reach from Holocaust Memorial to Judiciary Square, and it plots the route on the Google map. Let's see how this happens. Okay, here it comes. The blue flag that you see is an overlay that I have used to indicate the from address, and the blue line that you see that's highlighted here on the map is actually the route. And as you can see, the map is really responsive. It's responsive and it's easy to navigate. It's easy to pan left and right and zoom in and out. So the green flag that you see there is another overlay for the destination. And when I click on these flags, it shows me the from address. And again, the same thing. When I click on the green flag, it shows me the to address. In case you just want to make sure you've entered the correct address. And the blue line that you see is the driving route that has been fetched from the Google Maps services. And now, if I click on the walk button, it should plot the walking directions. You might say the driving directions and walking directions are the same, but this is really an intelligent service which returns the shortest path for walking directions and the most convenient path, like probably the quickest for the driving mode. Now I'm going to click on the walk button. Okay, the one that is dotted and black is the directions for walking. It's the route which you can use to reach between Holocaust Memorial and Judiciary Square by walk. And as you can see, this is definitely the shortest. It's shorter than the blue line. The blue line goes only on roads and on those roads that help you reach the destination faster, and the black lines reduce the time of your walk. Now, if I want to reach the same destination from the same source through a public transport mode, I'll have to click on the spinner that you see here, the spinner with the public transport on it. I click on it and it prompts me to select my priority. For elderly people, women with children, or for kids, safety would be the priority. Or for others, who want to reach the destination sooner, probably the time would be their priority. So if safety is your priority, you can select the safety route feature there. And now it's accessing the server. So it's taking some time. Yeah. And now it's showing you a list of the safest route. It's a list of the bus stops, actually, buses and train stops that you will have to take to reach this destination. Actually, the Independence Avenue bus stop is the closest from Holocaust Memorial. So you will have to reach the Independence Avenue bus stop by walk or somehow, and then the closest the closest metro station to Judiciary Square is, of course, the Judiciary Square metro station. So it's asking you to get down there. As you can see, we have implemented this as a list view. If there are I'll come to that later. If there are more elements in this list view, we can actually pan up and down, but it's not needed because we only have these many elements. Now, if I click on any of the list views row, it shows me the predicted the next predicted bus or train, which is a really cool feature, for those who are planning to take public transport, they can always see in how many minutes the next bus or train is scheduled. That will help them reach the source or the bus stop at the right time. It will avoid the waiting and all that. And this can be done when you click on any of the rows in the list view. Okay, say I click on this. Okay, you can see that it's actually showing the next 3. Okay, now say I click on this one, Constitution Avenue stop. Okay, the next predicted train is in 5 minutes. Okay, and the most important feature of our application is that it gives you how safe a bus or a train stop, in fact a train route is. As you can see in this list view, you see bullets of 3 different colors: red, green and yellow. They actually indicate the safety level of these routes. So red is the route with the least safety level, green is the safest, and yellow is, a kind of in between red and green. It's medium. We have used red, green and yellow because it is the most common convention that you see anywhere. Usually red is for, stop or danger, and green is usually for a go sign, which is more, we thought it shows the safety much better. And yellow is of course always in between red and green. So these indicate that Metro Center station is the safest, and these 3 stations here with yellow bullets are a kind of safe, and Federal Triangle station, it's a little unsafe, so be careful there. Okay. And now if I have to choose the shortest route as my priority, if time is my priority, then I would choose this option, and it takes some time to come up because it talks to the server and the server has to respond back. It usually shows a toast message. Look at that, the shortest route. You saw the toast message. Once you see the toast message, it's a confirmation that the screen has been refreshed and the new set of routes have been fetched. So this is the shortest route, and if you remember, when we chose the safest route option, we had 6 bullets. That means we had to reach 6 stations. But here, since we have chosen the shortest route option, we have only 3, 4, 5 bullets. So we are visiting less number of train stations or bus stops. And again, it is asking us to reach the nearest bus stop and get down at the metro station that's nearest to the destination. Okay, and I'm clicking the spinner again, and if you click on cancel, we are going to go back to the Google Maps view again. Actually, to make the best use of the space available in Android, I have used View Spinner, which uses this square area here. The same square area is used to display different views. We usually flip between the views. That's a really cool feature. I think I've covered most of the features of our application. So I'm now going to close the application. We really enjoyed developing it, and I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.